So many of you know I am or was a big fan of Perkins. And that's because it was good eating back in my day. I know you all make fun of me, like, oh, Perkins, that's for old people. Well, the old people have wisdom and they went and they got good food. Now, I don't know what the hell old people, I think they've lost their minds. But it was a treat back in my day. I couldn't afford, I never bought a pizza in college. I think I went to McDonald's no more than 4 times. And Perkins, that was the big deal, and the food was good. You could get chocolate chip pancakes. And of course, it's like not having Jesus in the church, which is, most American churches nowadays. Woo-hoo, hee-hee. They always had French silk pie. I'm trying to imagine that's like not having a Big Mac at McDonald's. It's like the Whopper at Burger King or the onion thing over at Outback. And so it was always a treat. And usually in good times, we would go to Perkins after a night of ballroom dancing or jazz clubbing or salsa dancing. Take a girl there, although I should have just taken them back to my place. Otherwise, the booze wears off. And then they're like, so who the hell are you? What am I doing? Well, you're having French silk pie. Won't that make you happy? I was such a stupid young man. So I'm back in the Northern Command. There are 3 Perkinses in the Black Hills area. And I go out to spearfish to get a caramel, which is the other side of the mountains. I'm over in Hermosa. Have them look it up. I go all the way to spearfish. It's my day off. Kind of did some asshole consulting earlier today. Can't do a full day. It's just like, what? Okay, I can't play video games and do nothing all day. So I go all the way to spearfish. I get my caramel roll, not at Perkins. It's a bakery in spearfish. And I'm like, okay, it's cheat day, right? I get a little bit of fun. I'm going to stop at the Perkins on the way back. So I pull up to that Perkins and spearfish, and I forgot it's noon. And at noon, all the old people show up. I should have known better. I pulled off on the exit. I'm driving down. It's a full parking lot. I get there, 3 cars to just turn into the parking lot. All old people, all old. Like, nope, pulled a U. He got out of Dodge. I'm like, I'm going to go to the other one. I'm not going to say which one because the person doesn't, because I think this is universal of all Perkinses. So I go to the Perkins, and right off the bat, they do not have their A team. They don't have the B team. This is like the F team. There's no one there. They're cleaning or something. And then I don't know, the maitre d', maybe the owner, so whoever's in charge says, what do you want? What the fuck do you think I want, dipshit? I want to be sat the fuck down and order some fucking food. And now, just so you know, this quality of Perkins has been going down for at least 3 years, at least. And I was willing to bail them out. Okay, you had the disease. Okay, Zoomers don't want to work. They want to like jerk off to porn and play video games, then vote for socialism, complain that life isn't fair. You can't find the employees. All right, fine. But I looked at their pastry thing. I'm like, that looks like a communist grocery store shelves, very empty. The gal sits me down, says, what do you want to drink? I say Diet Coke. I'm aware of the contradiction. I'm aware. And I was like, okay, I always get a Diet Coke, French silk pie, and a double order of bacon, chewy. I've given up on the bacon because the last 2 times it's just come out crusty as all. It just brittle. It's dust. They set it on the table. Poof, it just goes into the air. It's so dry. So I've given up on the bacon. I'm just not going to frustrate myself with that. And the waitress looks at me, oh, I'm sorry, we're out of French silk pie. And I just get up and walk out. And I'm done, Perkins. I'm done. You're not adequately staffed. You're not adequately stocked with food. Your chefs don't get it right. I understand you're dealing with literally the most lazy and dumbest generations, plural, of Americans, because it's not just Zoomers. The Zoomers aren't showing up. These people were usually older than me. Sometimes they're younger, but we're not talking Zoomers, millennial. I'm not picking on. I understand the modern American is a worthless piece of shit that shouldn't be given welfare or any kind of support at all and should just be left on the vine to die or make something of themselves. But you guys get a boatload of socialism and free shit shoved up your ass. So now you're wondering why the fat, slobby, 58-year-old woman who has no money and her financial plans, well, maybe I'll work at Perkins part-time. You're wondering why that person isn't exactly your age. Do you guys, let me tell you something about you. Let me tell a story for you younger people. Not long ago, before you had a credit card, you were probably alive, but since you didn't have a credit card, you didn't have a driver's license, you would get good customer service pretty much anywhere in the United States. Sure, there might be some bad service. Every once in a while, you get a waiter or a waitress that was in a bad mood. Maybe the chef wasn't the best, but generally, it was a well-oiled, high-performing machine. You walk in right off the bat. Hi, how many? 3. Right this way. You sit down. Anything to drink. Diet Coke, whiskey. All right. Okay, we'll be back. Got ya. 2 minutes. 2 minutes max. Now, you just have the dumbest, most inept, and those are the good ones because they showed up. They're looking for work. But when you don't have French silk pie on top of all this other, frankly, unacceptable bullshit, it's no. You have no saving grace about you, no redeeming qualities. And not just for Perkins, by the way, right? Not just for Perkins. Look, just give it up. Most restaurants fail. All right, these are the new ones. Perkins I think they already went for bankruptcy once. If you're having trouble staffing people, if you don't have your flagship product in, if just you got people, your main guy says, "What do you want?" Close down. Stop wasting the investors' money. Stop wasting upper management's time. Stop wasting the enlisted, the blue collar, the wait. Just stop. It's a nightmare. It's a headache. It isn't worth it. Just close up shop and have that money go somewhere else. And I think I wish you young people were there. I remember the days when girls wore dresses, they weren't all morbidly obese, and you could get good service at freaking restaurants. You go, oh, you boomer yelling at college. You're damn right, because this is piss poor and unacceptable performance on the part of America. So now going into the future, sadly you're going to have about half the restaurants on. There's no reason to be going out and eating anymore. Not really. It's a half an hour drive for me to Rapid City. Hour round trip. Cheat day. Oh boy, happiest day of the week. I get there, it's like, Jesus Christ. At least I got my caramel roll. I guess I should look at the happy day. But if you just can't serve efficiently, professionally, and promptly, close it up and everybody just get used to buying food at home or buying food at the grocery store and making it at home. Another restaurant I like to attend. Again, not a Zoomer. This one was older than me. She didn't know how to order up any damn thing. And I'm just looking at her. I'm like, are you stupid or they did not train you? Here's another thing. Here's where I will point the finger at management. You don't train your employees worth a damn. What was that sending this lady out who doesn't know how to ring up things? It's like, why is there's usually not a line here? There's not that many cars in here. Oh, I see the bottleneck. The dumb middle-aged spinster Quanta who once again, her retirement plan is to work as wait staff. You could. There's an argument here. A very good argument. Food's kind of important. Diet. You look at Americans, they're fat, the diet's crap. And I do believe they put, not purposely, not out of malice, but whatever, preservatives, different chemicals make it last longer. That's not doing anybody any favors in the United States for their diet, and it shows around their waistline. But it is an argument that maybe, ladies, you ought to learn to cook. And maybe instead of, working at Perkins or working as a whatever, someone who doesn't know how to clerk, a checkout lady, you don't know how to what if you just learn to cook some, 3 or 4 really good meals and just have some husband take care of it? Would that be? Oh, no, patriarchy. Have fun with your $12 an hour. That'll save you. That'll save a lot of money by the time you're 65. Then you'll be able to retire in 7 years off of $12,000 you managed to save up. But I'm done. So officially, I'm done. And yes, I saw in the comments, this would be like me giving a Spirit Airlines. I'm going to defend Spirit Airlines. I don't know what magic juice they got over there. That's a tightly run ship. That is a tightly run ship. They were ranked number 2 most recently in a poll of the best airlines, right behind Delta. And I know you guys make fun of Spirit and Chicken Coop Express and did they have 1 or 0 engines? Did you have to push the plane out? Hey, they're on time. They're very affordable. If you're not a Karen, let me tell you the secret to Spirit Airlines. You fly as a bachelor with an IQ above 90. And you realize that you shouldn't be carrying luggage because that's how they get you. And you just carry a small satchel of underwear and socks in your laptop and some toiletries. That's it. You carry a backpack and that's it. That's how you get to Vegas and back for $58. But if you're this fat sow Sarah, Karen, working at Perkins, and I'm going to get the special deal down to Vegas, and I'm going to stay in a crappy hotel and gamble more money, and then I don't have any money for retirement. Then you bring like 8 pieces of luggage. Yeah, now it's a $400 flight, Karen. That's how they get you. But if you're smart, if you're a bachelor with an IQ above 90, you should be able to figure it out. And Spirit delivers. I mean, out of all the airlines, American Airlines is absolute shit. Never fly them unless you want to be late. Allegiant has been late as of recent. Spirit is the least late airline. They're always going to be late every once in a while. Most on-time airline I've experienced. And their flight attendants, what is it, flight attendants? Is that the disparaging? Is flight attendants disparaging? Or is that acceptable? What was it? Stewardesses. That was the disparaging one. Their stewardesses are good looking. They're young, and I was like, hey, how you doing? And yes, I do have a sexual fantasy of banging one of them hot stewardesses in their Spirit Airlines outfit. If you look at it, you'd be like, oh, I understand what Cappy's talking about. I get it. Okay. But you all don't fly Spirit because you're too good for Spirit. But anyway, they deliver and they're good. But that's one of the few shining stars in an otherwise very dark and cloudy night. And I don't know who's running Spirit, but you ought to go do consulting for pretty much every other fucking sector in the United States economy. Get these bleeping fucking moronic dipshits, get their heads out of their asses. It's not that hard. It's common sense. Like, hey, maybe we ought to have some French. Maybe we ought to have some product to sell. Maybe I ought to, someone walks in, like, hey, how many? Ah, welcome. Would you like to sit here? Okay. And if this was one time, I'd be like, all right. But man, Perkins has gone to shit. It has gone to shit. I remember when the house was getting built, I had to stay at a hotel, kind of watch over the people that have sex with their sisters. What do they call them? Oh, tradesmen, contractors. Say, hey, get your dick out of your sister's mouth. You gotta go sheetrock that, okay? I know. You gotta work. And I would go to Perkins, and it was a 50-50. Am I going to stand here forever while your people are, cleaning a table or something? Like, there's 5 people cleaning tables. Don't you have someone at the front door? I'm like, okay. Can I say, all right, hey, can I get some non-crusty bacon? Can I? Okay. Waiting. All right. They're a little short-staffed. All right. There's a lot of people here. And after a while, it's like, this is not worth my fucking time. Hour wasted of my time. I don't know if you got an hour to waste in your time. Probably you do. But Jesus Christ. So Big, big, big abandon, big change, big philosophical. It is a deep philosophical choice I had. So I'm not doing Perkins anymore. Past 3 years, it's been almost a 60% guarantee. I've walked out like 3 or 4 times now, where it's like, guys, have your shit together, have the fucking food I want, and serve it in a timely manner. And you can't do it. I don't know what happened. Maybe all the people in Perkins died. I mean, I've been going there for quite some time. Maybe they all retired. All right. We got super chats. Look at this. Wholesome DJ Aftershock. No more fattening country scrambles from Mr. Sell. Yeah, they had. I looked on the menu because it took a while for the lady to get to me. There was no country scramble. That's gone. I didn't see it. That's my that okay. That can't sin there. Ass bucket, $2. But unemployment keeps going down. Why that? That's no. Well, that's people leaving the labor force. The labor force participation rate goes down, so there's less people looking for jobs. Ass bucket, you bring up a very good point. I'd be more than happy to pay an extra $5 for my whole meal, so that you can pay competent staff to be incentivized to show up on time. Because it cost me more than $5 in gas to get up there and back, certainly more than $5 my time. I mean, even if you get me in and out of there in 10 minutes at my prorated rate, I'm still coming out ahead. I don't know, maybe the rest of I'm sorry. I thought the rest of Americans were like me with their head out of their ass. I forgot the rest of you guys are all just a bunch of fat sows that wallow. And you ever see these fat gals? They get up and they gotta do this move like their hip instead of leading with their foot. They gotta move with their hip. That I forgot. That's most Americans now. Like you're in no rush. You have no life. You have no opportunity cost. You're still gonna go home and debate ending yourself as you eat a bucket of ice cream, watching whatever stupid dumbass show. I forgot. Perkins is the most. Never mind. Perkins knows exactly what it's doing. It's just serving the American public. My truth, the king. $5. The nerve on you, Cappy. What's next? You storming out of Taco Bell when they run out of taco shell? Wait, truth. Remember when Sonic ran out of ice cream? That was here. That was in Rapid City. They ran out of ice cream. Boy, man, it's like hey, I'm going to have some sex. The wife sent some naughty pictures over. I can't wait to get back home. And then she's changing into her sweats and she's got her makeup off. Like, what the hell happened with the sexy pics? That's like going to cheat day. You go there. Ooh, I'm going to get the goodies. And no, we don't have any French silk pie or ice cream. Shut it down. Shut it the fuck down. Or be bothered because Pizza Hut didn't restock pizza dough. I know. I don't have the time. And neither do you. Technically, nobody does. We're all finite, so thus, technically, our time is infinitely valuable. You guys just don't have time to be dealing with the normie-conforming inferiors of America, especially when it comes to dining out. That should be an enjoyable process. It should be relaxing, or at least, void of problems. It should be a relatively smooth and simple transaction. And it's just no, done, not doing it anymore. And there's very few, I knew this. I'm shocked. Not a lot of fine dining establishments or dining options here in South Dakota. Vegas, plenty. And there I'm spoiled. But even there, they're down to about 80%. They're not running 100%, but you'll definitely get better service out there. But for the rest of the country, guys, just close it down. Okay, just close it down. If you're not gonna do common sense, basic things, just like training your staff, having so they know how to check people up, and just shut it down and then we can redeploy our time, which is money, literally speaking. We can deploy our resources towards other things that will not be a tremendous waste of time, whether it's shopping at grocery stores, spending time with family and loved ones, I don't know what getting more gas, it's just we'll save ourselves some time. Henton Clogs, $2. All hail my truth, the great almighty arbiter. WizDivision Productions, $5. Can't wait for the sequel to the prequel, Cappy Quits America. Also, you should watch Across the Spider-Verse, one of the best films. I don't do multiverse anymore. I don't I did that once. Um you lose all integrity and veracity because now everything's possible. You can abandon canon, everything's possible. And I'm like, well, if everything's possible, why don't you just write a whole new thing? Why don't you over in Hollywood, all you creatives in the creative industry, why don't you create new movies, new characters, new anything? I'm not what well, but you see, he took the magic thing and then he went into a parallel universe and Doctor Strange came out and Tony Stark was still no, I'm done. Done. Nope. Nope. Rusty Fuel, $5. St. Martin in the Caribbean, you could get a 5-start plate of real French food for $15. Right. So even I'll do it. I'd have to fly out there, but I gotta imagine they got a little bit more hustle over in some of these resorts towns, right? They don't have a ton of welfare in St. Martin, do they? So people actually have to work and show up on time instead of the wandering American waffle. Whoa. That chick shit. No, you see the women, they get up. It's like, lady, you just stood up. And then they walk and they typically right-handed people, they just move that big old ass and that right hip to get one. The arms are out because the fat underneath, like the arms don't go fully down because the fat just holds them up and walk like that. Gee, I wonder why the passport bro trend is happening. And by the way, I don't see any cute waitresses anymore. I just don't. I went to this healthy restaurant in Vegas. There's this girl with like a nose, like bull ring and tats on her face. And I should just walked out. But there's nothing like, the day like, oh, that's a cute waitress. Ass Bucket 2 went to Subway recently. They were out of salt. Exactly. Hang on. Is there a salt shortage? No, there's no salt shortage. Okay, so that was a mistake on the people at Walmart. All problems are people cause. All problems. All. Not more than, oh, we just ran out of salt. Oh. No, somebody didn't do their job at the salt factory. Alex Patino, a truck driving Latino agent in the field, $5. You can't quit, Cappy. Quitting is for quitters. My fantasy was to bang a hot nun in a confessional booth while confessing my sins. I could say I was never into the nun thing. I know it's a motif, it's a fetish. My if I did have a fantasy was to bang one of my hot babysitters. But I think the time of that has passed because most of them are now in their 50s. And unless she was really smoking like Selma Hayek in her 50s, I mean, exactly how do you find your babysitters from like, the 1980s? It's just too. Yeah, well, no, I'm not. It's all yours. If I run across a hot nut that wants to bang, all yours. But yeah, I'm more French maid, naughty nurse, pretty standard, basic, um, fare for me. Wandering Warrior, $5, smothered and covered. This is the way. Post 2 a.m. club. Say yes, you know it. You know it. You need to sober up, or you're just hungry. Yes, the smoke-filled clubs of the '90s. Waffle House forever. Yep. All right, so you were probably down south. Carl Evans, is that where? Kurt Evans, something like that. That's the other restaurant. That's your Perkins. Yeah, yeah. Many good times at Perkins. Daniel Way, $5. You think your issue is with bad service is that you move to Spit Bucket, South Dakota? There is some truth to that. There is. Major metros have more people. I think they discipline at least the kids that do show up for work. A little bit faster service. And maybe it's not even how the kids were disciplined. I think city life is faster. Like in New York, even though it's a Marxist shithole, there's that New York hustle. Or maybe not anymore. I don't know. Maybe the same thing's happening there. But even living in Wyoming, I knew once you got to the rural communities, oh dang. Oh, what you come in from far away there, stranger? Look, Jessup, just sit me the fuck down and take my goddamn order. Oh, these city folk are all like kind of pissed off. Like, yeah, it's because you're slow. But I don't think because there's other places I've gone, particularly in South Dakota, uh, where they're proficient, they're fast, you know. I haven't had troubles generally. What gas stations, cigar lounges, Menards, even Lowe's. Of course, there's self checkout, but not at Menards. So it's not universal. I would see it like there's something about customer service at restaurants. Because in Wyoming, there I would say it was cultural and universal. Anything you want to get done, the Wyoming 3. You had to talk to Jebediah there and say, I want onions on this. And then he kind of no onions. Did you want onions? Yeah, onions. No onions. And well, do you want any onions? It's like third time, buddy. I said onions. And there's no onions. Like, okay, forget it. I'm done. Rusty Fuel, $5. St. Martin, the French women are thin, cheaper than American Beach, including flight. Spirit Air goes there. All right, maybe I'll have to check it out. Maybe I'll have to fly there. Are they French, like actual women from France? Are they French colonies? So it'd be that Indo, not Pacific, is it? What is it? Afro-Cuban or hang on, let's just look up St. Martin women. That might be a better idea. Take a look. St. Martin women. What in hell's name? No. Unless these are American women. No. Oh, good Lord. That it's nothing but fat black women. No. Oh God, no. No. Oh no. Hey, you guys don't believe me? Go do an image search right now. St. Martin's women. You go look. You'll never go there. What are you trying to do, Rusty? Kill me? Jesus. All right, that's it. I'll be on with Elkins later on today. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.